hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello, everybody. It's Brian with Craft Fancy.
And Kathy.
And Kathy. Hello, Wendy Little. Thanks for writing back, saying that we're here.
Yep.
As always, you know what? I will cast blame on myself. It is my fault. I'm running with a computer that I probably should have replaced a couple months ago, and I've been riding the fence, and I keep going, I want to get I need to get a new computer. I know I need to get a computer because all my equipment that I'm running now is more than what my computer can handle, and I keep trying to just nurse it through because the computer I really need to get is a lot of money, and I don't want to spend the money because like everybody else, I don't want to spend it. But like tires on a car, you need to get it.
Yes.
So, all right.
Let's stop kicking tires, and we're just going to do.
Yep. So, oh, you would think doing this for over a year, I would have the stuff together already.
But we're doing okay.
All right.
We're all good. We're all good.
So I just want to let everyone know we're coming live to you at the One of a Kind group on Facebook. We're coming to you live on YouTube, on the One of a Kind group on YouTube. And then also, too, we're coming live to you on the Craft Fancy Facebook group. So we're coming at you on 3 channels. You can't miss us. We're all here again today.
Yes.
So I'm going to just, now that I just want to give a second or two for everyone to kind of catch up again. Hopefully, yeah, my hiccup is done. How's your day going?
My day's good. I think we're doing pretty well.
You're doing better than me. So between my sound this morning, my super sexy shirt here, look at that thing. Oh, see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I see it now, yeah.
With the flash and stuff, so.
We probably shouldn't have had the margaritas at lunch, though. That could have maybe been the problem.
Always the problem. Remember, drinking never solves a problem, but it always makes it go away. So,
that's what we're all about.
All right. So what are we doing today?
Today we are actually doing 2 cards. I'm just going to hold these up really quick here. We are doing from Tailored Expressions, Butterfly Wishes. We're working with their stamp and stencil combo. So we're making 2 cards today, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to actually work with the stencil as well. So I love a good margarita. I do too. Too bad we weren't really having drinks at lunch, but you know, maybe it'll be mimosas or something later.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
yes, but like I said, we're going to be working with stamps and stencils. I've got my oxides already. I think we're ready to go.
All right. So just a reminder, guys, remember, this is what I always try to tell everyone that does the Craft Fancy projects. Remember, we are going live, so we are moving at a little faster pace. We did have an hour and 15 minutes. Now we're going to do this all in an hour, so we're going to be moving along. Remember, if we're moving faster than what you guys can do, remember, stop. Don't try to keep up. Don't kind of go. This isn't some kind of show that you got to be at and you got 3 more classes you got to go at. The good news is there's always the video to come back to in the Craft Fancy. It's either going to be the videos in the Craft Fancy site, it's on the YouTube page, or it's back in the One of a Kind group as well, depending where you're at. And remember, join one of those groups because you can get all those videos and even from some of the other vendors as well.
Yep. And I promise I will try not to talk too fast. I've got a few of these under my belt now, so I'm hoping that the nerves have kind of gone away and I'm not going to be racing through the project like I usually do.
And that's it. So our next goal is to just get Kathy to do it solo, and then that way I can just kind of sit out and do things myself. So
yes.
All right.
You can work on your tan then.
Yep. Well, I see a lot of people on there now, so why don't we go ahead and we're going to go ahead and start this class. So Kathy, take it away.
Sounds good. Okay, everyone, so what I am actually going to do is I am going to start with our phrases. These came in your kit. We're working with 2 of them today. We're working with the Thinking of You and the Birthday Wishes. So I've actually put them in my Misty already, and I'm actually going to show you kind of a quick way to stamp them both out at the same time. I'm assuming that everybody has done your homework, which was to cut all the cardstock pieces. I'm actually using the Spellbinders Best Craft Tape Ever. And I am going to go ahead and I am going to stick my little Birthday Wishes one down with that, so I don't need to use another magnet. Because the square is pretty small, I don't want to try to put my magnet on top of that. So I'm gonna line up my birthday wishes right in there. And I already have my thinking of you down in my corner, and that's what my magnet is holding down. It's using the longer strip. So I'm gonna go ahead, push that down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my Memento black ink. And we're gonna go ahead and we are going to stamp. I know, I taped it.
Okay. Yeah. Tape it.
Tape it. Yes. Brian just whispered to me that I didn't put a magnet on the birthday wishes. But what I did was I taped it so I wouldn't have to use another magnet. So there you go. And the nice thing about the tape is it doesn't rip the paper as I'm coming off. We lost sound. Oh, okay, we're back. Never mind. Sorry, I'm gonna let Brian handle the comments, and I'm going to keep working the project. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up. I am going to put these away. And now we are going to take our we're actually going to take the pad out because we're working with we're working with the red foam stamps from Tailored Expressions, so you don't need the pad. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to line this up to the bottom. Now you can actually do this a couple of different ways. I know the directions said to cut a 5x7 sheet of paper. I'm actually going to show you two ways. You're going to actually do this twice because, as you can see, we're doing two different cards. So we're going to work with the stencil twice and the stamp. So with the 5x7, you can just put your paper in here. I'm going to put my magnet on there, and now you're going to ink the bodies. I'm going to call them bodies just because I don't know the technical term for the butterfly stemmy things. And rather than call them stemmy things, we're going to call them bodies. So you're going to ink that up really, really well. I'm going to close my MISTI. I'm going to redo it just so I can get the bodies a little darker, just so they pop a little bit more. So I'm going to work with it this way first, and then I'm going to show you another way that you can do with a smaller sheet of paper and not have to use the 5x7. All right, so I like what they look like right now, which is nice and black. I am just going to show you kind of quickly with a smaller sheet. I did watch the Tailored Expressions video on this, and what she did is she took a smaller sheet of paper. She put Spellbinders Best Craft.
Is this a tip?
This is a tip.
Yeah, see, I'm always working with Kathy. It's a tip.
It's a tip. So what you do now, and actually, let me just clean this off real fast because it won't work with, I mean, it will work, but then I'm kind of hammered into whatever happens. So you start with a clean stamp, and you position this particular, like I said, this is a smaller sheet. This is actually cut to, I think it's 4 by 5 1/4. What they did is they put that right on top. I'm going to go this way only because I'm worried if I go this way, it's not going to work. Now my piece of paper is aligned to this stamp the way that I would like it. I do have a wet spot because of the fact that I used my stamp chamois to clean it off. I didn't wait for it to dry.
Wet spots on paper are never good.
No, they're not, but apologies.
That's all right. Unless if it's Yupo paper, then it's okay.
So what you'll see now is I've got my bodies on there, but because the stamp is bigger than my piece of paper, I do have it here, but my paper is already cut to what the size of the card is. So you are still going to have to use two because we're die cutting butterflies out of one for one card, and then we're using it as a background on the other card. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to re-ink it. Close my door.
You guys getting that? Any questions out there? Just give a shout.
Yep.
We're watching the comments. Don't be afraid to let us know.
Okay, so now I am done with my Misty. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off. And again, the nice thing about this or tape is that it doesn't flake off your paper in the back. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to come here and I am going to pick up my stencils. There are two. There are, of course, two sets of wings on the butterfly. There are your upper wings and your lower wings. Again, there's probably some technical term for them, but I just don't know what that is. So, okay, if you can, I'm going to pull the, if you could pull that in a little closer, Brian.
Holy cow. Now we're a director.
Of course.
How far in you want me to go?
That's good. Okay, and it's going to be a little hard to see, but there's actually, if I can hit the light just right, there's actually bodies in a couple of actually in all the bodies.
Actually, if you take a look, we can kind of hold this up a little closer. Okay. And then play with it a little, so.
Well, there are bodies etched into your stencil.
Yep.
So now what I'm going to do is
you'll have to take our word for it.
Yes. Or if you have the stencil, you'll be able to see the bodies. So now what I'm going to do is I am lining up body parts, for lack of a better term.
Is that where you're working on?
Yes. And I'm going to tape this down. And I'm actually going to tape directly to my pad here. And I think I'm a smidge off, but I worked with this last night, and the one thing I noticed that as I lined up the bodies, maybe I need to go this. No, I'm on the right side. As I lined up the bodies, I did notice that, and if anybody that knows me knows I'm kind of a perfectionist, there's a little bit of overlay on some of the stencils, which kind of annoyed me a little bit, but that's just between us. I'm pretty close. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to take tumbled glass because I'm working with the upper wings first. I'm going to take a blending brush, and if everybody remembers correctly, I am the person that when I work with ink, I dab off only because I don't want that big, like when you work with it, if you go right in, you're going to get that big blob first. I just don't like that big blob. So now I'm going to come in a circular motion and just go over all the wings.
When you go in, do you go in heavy or should you go in light?
I tend to kind of go in heavy. It's really all about your aesthetic and your touch. Today I happen to be going kind of light, but usually I'm in there really kind of jamming it in there.
Kind of like brushing your teeth?
Yeah, kind of. So when I worked with it last night, my colors were way darker than the sample. So I'm just trying to kind of not be as heavy-handed with it.
Now remember also too that if you're playing along at home, it doesn't have to necessarily be the tumbled glass. If you do have some of your colors, you can use whatever colors you like. So this wasn't part of the kit, so but these are the colors
Colors that
we're
we're
using.
using. Yep.
Yep. So you can use any.
Any kind of ink, any kind of brush. I do like our brushes. They work really, really well for me. Ooh, and if anybody noticed, I just went right to my paper and I didn't dab off. So there's probably a big boom right there, but
I'm sure it's perfect, just
I'm
like
sure.
you.
I'm sure. I can only imagine that my perfection is just coming straight on through the. Ooh, I did it again.
It's okay.
I know.
It's all right. Am I making you nervous because I'm
Perfection.
sitting right close to
Yeah,
you?
that's it.
Right, right.
I'm actually what's going through my brain right now is don't stick your head in the camera, Kathy. Don't stick your head in the camera, Kathy. Because I haven't had my hair done. Okay, I think I covered most of them.
Now on the camera, it kind of looks a little funky. They are all covered. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not picking up all the color. And I actually went pretty heavy-handed right in here. You can kind of see that on the camera. Okay.
You'll see it in a second once Kathy pulls it off.
All right, so now up we come.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can pop that in one more. Zoom it in one more for you. There you go. There you guys go. You can see that color right there now. Everything's really popping really nice.
Yep. So I went a little lighter down here. I went a little heavier up here. It's really not going to affect your project one way or the other. If I liked, I could definitely go in a bit heavier handed, but we're not going to do that. So now I'm going to come in with the second stencil, which is, again, there are body parts on here.
Also, too, just so you know, a lot of times is that they're labeled too.
Yes, they are.
In the corner, there's
Yes.
numbers on the corner.
So actually, I believe that I used the second one first.
Yep.
Yes, I did. I used number 2 first. It doesn't really matter because you're actually making separate body parts, separate wing sections. So again, now I'm coming in and matching up my antenna. Antenna, there we go. There's a word. And I'm going to take my tape again and I'm going to tape it back down to my craft mat.
Oh my gosh, no one must be watching today because there's no comments coming in talking.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Maybe I'm actually making sense this week. Maybe everybody gets what I'm talking about.
I was thinking more that maybe they just want to see me more.
Oh, that's it. Yes, I don't have the soothing voice.
That's right.
Okay, so now I am going to come in, clean off my brush a little bit. And now I'm going to come in with Mermaid Lagoon.
Let's see how I can say it. Mermaid Lagoon. Yes, it's available at craftfancy.com. That's www.craftfancy.com. Don't delay. Get it today.
Ooh, you rhymed. That was really good. That was really good. Okay, so now I'm coming in and I dabbed off, coming in with Mermaid Lagoon. Now see, you can already see that this one's a really darker color. And as I'm trying to go super light, that first dab down is really, it looks really, really heavy to me. But so it goes. So again, I'm just working in circular motions. I'm dabbing off my paper so I don't get that big dink of color when you come into it.
So as we're doing this, Kathy, I noticed you're holding your brush a lot closer to you're holding the handle closer to the brush head.
Yes.
Some people, like myself, I always felt that I got a little better control holding it out a little more so I don't overpress into it. Is it all about the preference?
I think so, because I don't know that I could work like that.
Okay.
I think it really is just a preference. I've actually never really tried to put my hand further down. I think because I like the feel that I have more control over the brush head, whereas I think this way I would feel really out of control. And
that's fair enough. It's if it feels right, it must be right.
yeah, at least for me anyways.
Oh, yes.
But again, circular motion. Fill in all the bodies. I need to come up with a better word than bodies, though. It feels like I am, talking about Halloween corpses or something.
Chris is telling us here, love all the colors of the butterflies, not all the same. That there is a variance in the colors using light and dark or heavy-handed or light-handed. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, too, is don't be afraid, guys, to experiment. Remember, like I always say, these are your cards. You can make them however you want. Can you leave that down for a second?
Sure.
Remember, maybe do some blue down here, and then all of a sudden some green over here, a little yellow in that one. You can make a bunch of multi-color ones. You can grab one of our smaller detailer brushes and be able to do different wings for different people. I know it was Gay Pride Month last month.
Mm-hmm.
You could make rainbow butterflies for everybody. It takes you a little extra time, but guys, you can do anything you want. It really opens up. Sorry.
No,
Back
that's
to
okay.
you.
And actually, we're going to show you a couple of samples with rainbow colors at the end. But okay, so now I am going to pull up my second. All right, and there we go.
So now you can really, sorry, I kind of zoomed out a little, but you can see there, now the color's really starting to pop.
Yep. So what you're going to want to do is, okay, we've got one ready for our first card. You're going to come back in now with your second, and you're going to do the same exact thing. Maybe this time I'll actually do it with the first one first. Now this is the 5x7 sheet. The one that I just did, this one, was actually cut specific to the card size. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of work a little quicker on this one because I think we all have the basic idea. Yes?
I don't know, no one's commenting. I get nice and pretty and beautiful. I want to thank everyone for those nice comments you're making to me that I am lovely, nice, and pretty.
And that's not going to go to his head at all. All right, so again, I'm coming back in with the tumbled glass. I'm doing the upper wings first. All right, so I'm going to come back in. Oh, and I think I didn't clean it off well enough. All right, so now we're kind of getting a mixture of tumbled glass and Mermaid Lagoon, but
That's okay. That's what makes it perfect.
that's right. Just like Brian.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you're starting to realize that.
Yes. I know how this works. I'm learning. But so far, everybody be proud of me. Nobody's had to look at my head yet.
Oh, we got an awesome job, Kathy. That's what Kathleen is saying. So
Oh, thank you.
we also have Anita Christian Kuhn. So pretty. I looked up the technical term for the body of the butterfly, and the body of the butterfly is correct, as it is made up of three parts: the head, thorax, and abdomen. So body sounds strange but right.
Okay, good.
Wow, that takes me back to biology class,
Biology, yeah.
when I start hearing head, thorax. And then let's
High
see.
school days. All right. So I moved a little quicker on this one. Again, I started with the tumbled glass. I was working on the upper wings. And you can tell I started a little dark up here because I didn't clean my brush that well. So now we're coming in with the bottom. And you should all be working on 5x7 papers. I did show you how you could kind of do a workaround if you want to cut your paper down. And that's with the best crafting tape ever. So now I'm going to come back in.
And remember, the important part is line those bodies up.
Yep, exactly. So I did. The bodies are in your stencils. You just kind of have to futz with it a little bit. But yeah, so now I'm coming back in with Mermaid Lagoon for the bottoms of the bodies. I'm going to hit off because, like I said, I can be a little heavy-handed. Trying not to be too heavy-handed today, but...
Don't worry, Arlene. You text just fine. Arlene also texted that she Googled it and looked it up as well. So you're good. And then Penny Clark's telling you that you're doing great.
Oh, thanks. So again, we're coming back in with the body, bottom bodies, bottom wings. I love butterflies. They're very pretty. And you're all gonna, everybody's husbands, boyfriends, significant others are all gonna wonder what you did because you're all gonna end up with blue fingers. All right, I am almost done. So this is my second round. And again, I did work a little quicker on this one, so my apologies.
It's all right. Hey, we got plenty of time.
Okay, so here is my second one. All right, now what you'll notice is I did go off the paper, which is fine because this is a 5x7. You are gonna cut one of yours down to 5¼ by 4, I believe. And then the other thing that you're going to do is you're going to come in with the butterfly dies, and you're going to die cut butterflies. You're actually going to die cut 5 of them. So look at how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The power of technology. So 5, you're gonna die cut 5 butterflies out of one sheet, and then the other sheet you are using as the background die on the card. All right, so I am gonna put these off to the side right now. I'm gonna come in and clean up my mat a little bit so I don't get blue all over everything.
That's right. You don't want to make Brian upset.
That's right. It's all about keeping Brian happy, right? Okay, so we are going to come in and we are going to do this card. Oops, excuse me. We're going to do this card first. Okay, so you want your white card base, the black sheet background, and then your stamped sheet that we just stamped. So here's my card base. Gonna fold. Try not to get blue on there from my fingers.
Mike Herman found the blue butterfly that says, wow, I love that.
Awesome. All right, so now I am going to come in and I am going to tape this onto my card base. If I can get the lid off.
Arlene's telling me it's a perfect, love it. Excellent for background for the Julie Nutring. I lost the comments.
Oh, Julie Nutting brides and bridesmaids cards.
That's it that she makes.
That's cool.
Don't be afraid. I'd love to see a picture of it. Don't be afraid to post it in the One of a Kind group.
That's right.
Or if you're following on the Craft Fancy group, post it in the Craft Fancy group.
Okay, so now I'm adhering my black card base to, or my sheet. Again, the whole perfection thing is going to make me a little crazy, so just bear with me. Oh, and I do need to cut this down a little bit. All right, so I'm coming in, ladies, with a cutting tool. So now I am going to go to 4 by 5¼ so I can, excuse me. So now I can add that on top of my black cardstock. Is everybody with me? Coming in with my adhesive. And the joke is Kathy doesn't like to use ATG guns, so here I am with the Easy Runner that you can get at www.craftfancy.com. Yes.
Never delay, 24/7, every day.
That's right. And your packages are sealed with love. There you go. Okay, so if you remember correctly, we have already stamped our sentiments, which is right here. You should have also cut your vellum down as well. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to adhere my thinking of you to my vellum. All right. And the perfectionist in me, again, is going to go right to the edge. Go right to the edge on this side. We all good? So now I've adhered that to my vellum. Now I am going to take some foam tape. Excuse me for just 1 second. I'm going to take some foam tape.
Whoa. Where do you get that big roll of tape from?
I get this big roll of tape from Craft Fancy.
Wow.
And the one thing I forgot was a pair of scissors. So we're gonna. No, I got it. I ripped it. I'm good. Thank you.
I'm here to serve. I know my place in life.
That's right. Again, I'm coming in with some foam tape. I'm going to pop this onto my card to give it a little depth and dimension. And I'm going to go kind of towards the bottom. All right, so now we are going to come in with 2 of the butterflies that we die cut. Okay, so we're going to take this one, and we're going to take this one, and we're going to kind of fold them up a little bit to give a little bit of dimension. So just kind of go along this side. I'm using my nail as kind of a basis to, you know, fold in at the body. The persnickety in me wants to get out a scoreboard, but I'm not gonna be that person today. And if you notice, my backs are, I was playing last night. So now we're gonna come in with some Zots, the bling version, because the bling Zots are a little smaller. And we are just gonna, I'm gonna only take, I think we're gonna do 2 on each butterfly. To make sure that they adhere to my card. And I'm going to come in right on the body. So the flat part that I've kind of made where the body is, is what's going to go on to my card. Okay? Are we all good?
Coupon code's coming soon. Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight. Coupon code's on the way. Is this kit still available? Yes, but very limited. So I want to make sure everyone knows why don't we do that? I'll tell you what. While you're putting those adhesives on there, let me just switch over. Holy cow, what happened?
Hi.
So maybe we'll go back. So what was the question now? Now I got all this.
Coupon
yes,
code.
kits.
Oh, kits, yes.
Yes, so that we have about 5 or 6 kits left.
Yes.
So if you're looking to get them, you guys got to get them because once they're out, they're out. We can't get any more. Just like everybody else dealing with shipping issues, we're going to be in a little trouble trying to get those. So.
Okay, now you may have just noticed that I picked this one up and I actually went a little too far out because I really didn't want to block the thinking of you. So I'm just kind of trying to kind of maneuver it so it's on the card so I could actually get it into an envelope. But I also want to be able to see the thinking of you. So bear with me while I readjust a little bit. All right. So we are actually done with our first card. Does anybody have any questions? Are we good?
I just keep getting the same answers like Valerie Brown's given. This is such a beautiful card. So guys, you know what I like about it? Not only is it beautiful, but it's easy. So hold on, let's go back here. Yeah, I know you're looking down at me. Let's see if I can.
Hi.
Let's see if we can change this here.
There you go.
All right, there we go. All right, now we're back in action.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a great card. It's very easy to do. It's very you guys see it. It's very user friendly. It's one of those that when you get these stamps with the multi-layer stencils, they look tough and intimidating at first, but once you really get down to it, they're really quite easy and fun to work with.
Yes.
And they give such a different approach to a card. And
Well, and the nice thing is that there are other phrases in, and I didn't actually put them away.
let's go. We'll flip it over.
Okay.
So
The nice thing is that there are other phrases in the set. So if you don't want a thinking of you, you could certainly put the birthday wishes there. Or if you're so inclined to be ahead of the game, you could do your Mother's Day gifts for next year early. But I mean, there are different phrases that you could certainly work into this card. You might need to make your strip a little bigger with the love always is a little larger. The Happy Mother's Day, you might only get one butterfly on there, but again, you could do all kinds of different phrases. Even if you have phrases from other sets, you don't necessarily have to use this set, which is always nice because I know that I'm a person that would like to have a whole bunch of these made and then work my phrase into whatever I need it for. But if we're all set, we're going to move into our next card.
all right, why don't we go ahead and do that?
Okay. So this is the next one that we will be working on.
Do you need to clean any of that up right now?
No, I'm just going to move this out of the way.
Okay, sorry.
Nope.
Because I was going to give the coupon code, but that's all right.
Oh, you can give the coupon code while I move stuff around a little bit then.
Sure. Why don't you guys go ahead and get your pencils out and write it down because we do have the show discount. It's going to be right there in the corner right there. It is the Craft Fancy. It's called Code Summer. It's going to be good for 7/10 to 7/20. 7/10 to 7/13. So guys, go ahead. We'll let you write that down while Kathy's getting all prepped and ready to go for the next one. We also have, it is also a quick enough to work on after a long day of work and not much time to create. I love the kit. Well, thank you very much. That's a great one. Clara Stairs. Then we also have who else we got in? Lynn Mann's coming in saying hello to us too, to Brian and Kathy. So, all right, guys, just write that code down, summer, and you're going to get another 12% off on all your discounts, except class kits, as always. You guys know that. So, all right, let's get going with our next card.
Okay, so you should have some aqua cardstock in your kit. I've cut it and I've scored it, so now I am just going to make the card. We also pre-cut, oh, I didn't realize that was so much bigger. Okay, so we pre-cut the pin dot, and I brought the die with me just so everybody could see what it looks like. So this is the pin leaf plate from Memory Box. We have pre-cut them and they are in your kits already. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in with my trimmer, and I'm a big 1/4 inch person, so I am going to cut this one down to 4.
While you're cutting that down, I want to give a big shout out to Betty Gray. Is it Betty Gray? BEDI Gray. She just joined our group. Big shout out. Hello.
Oh, nice. Welcome.
So, congratulations. Is the kit still available? Yes. Obviously, you just joined, probably just got in. We talked about it earlier. We have about 5 or 6 kits that are left. So what you want to do is you want to go, I see Carol from Craft Fancy there. You go to www.craftfancy.com. You guys want to hit shop, go down to where it says custom cards and scrapbook kits, I believe it is. You're going to click that and you're going to go in there and check that out. Since you're new to the group too, there's tons of other kits that are in there from all our past projects. Don't be afraid to get them. You can click on it because there's tons of videos in the one-of-a-kind group, which you're probably watching in right now, that you can go back and watch all those videos. So welcome again to the group.
Yes. And this one, just for your information, is called Butterfly Wishes Kit. So, and just laying it out there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in and I am going to adhere this with my Easy Runner. And while I do that, I'm wondering if anybody has any questions. All right.
No questions. It's
No questions?
pretty
All
quiet.
right. That's good. All right, so I am going to
Except for Kim Jans, who says she just purchased it. So.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and I am going to come in with my pre-cut butterflies and I am going to use the jelly roll pen and I'm really just going to kind of dot in the body a little bit. I don't know if we can.
What's that jelly roll thing again? Can you
It's
talk about that?
sure.
What is that?
It's a little bit of glitter. So I'm hoping that you might be able to see the glitter. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. You see how the bodies have a little bit of glaze on them? It's really just a glitter pen. Kind of along the same lines as like a Wink of Stella, but I'm really just gonna come in very gently. I'm not gonna go crazy and color it in because it's really liquidy.
I'm gonna try to zoom in there for
Okay.
you guys.
So like I said, I'm just kind of dotting it in there.
I'll check with Carol about to see why that coupon code didn't work.
Again, I'm just kind of coming in gently with my jelly roll pen. Again, coming in for my third one. Just kind of dot it. So I'm hoping that you can see that I do have a little bit of glitter on each one. See the glitter? So I did all three of them. Okay.
So Tammy Chamberlain, I just want to let you so the code's working. I don't know what's exactly in your cart, but if you're trying to purchase a kit, the class kits are not part of the 12% off. So that may be the reason why you're coming back. It's for parts. It's for products.
Yes, products like glues and dyes, stamps. It's just not on any of the kits. Can we zoom out a little bit?
Oh yeah, we can zoom out.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna let these dry a little bit before we're gonna refold, kind of like we did on the first card. So I'm gonna come in with my sentiment and my black strip, and I'm just going to adhere my sentiment to that black strip. All right, and now I am going to come in with some 3D foam squares, just to give it a little bit of pop on our card. I'm only going to use a couple. Ooh, these are big ones. I thought they were little. All right, I'm just going to take two. Just going to pop them on the back. Oops. I'm going to come down to the end of my card a little bit, and I'm just going to pop that sentiment right on there. Again, the nice thing is that there are various sentiments that you can use. Like this one, we're just going to do a birthday. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm coming back in with my butterflies. I'm coming back in with my nail, and I'm giving them a little bit of depth by folding up the wings. All right, so there's one. There's number two. And my last one. All right, so now I am going to come back in with my Zotz Bling, and I'm just going to add some adhesive to my butterflies, and then we're just going to build them onto my card. And my old eyes are having a hard time seeing those little dots.
I wouldn't say 25 is old.
25 plus a couple. We're not going to get into how many the couple is. Wait, I have to be at least a little older than 25 because I have a 23-year-old, so that math just doesn't add. So, yeah, I need to at least be, what, 35? Maybe 40. Let's go with 40. 40 doesn't sound quite so bad. All right, and like I said, I'm just coming in with the Zotz. I'm putting 2 on each just because I want to make sure that they adhere to my card. And that's it. That's our second card for today. Does anybody have any questions? Because if you don't, I'm going to show you another couple of projects that you can do with this particular stamp and stencil set. If you're so inclined to write colors down, I actually have the colors written on a sheet of paper. So these are the 2 that we have also created. And the colors that we have used on these 2 particular cards, and I'm going to actually show you the difference between the 2. Okay, so this one is just a solid flat with the stencils and the stamps. And then we popped up a little butterfly made out of vellum. Okay, now this one, we actually cut out 3 butterflies, and I'm going to kind of show you this way. So you can see that these 3 are dimensioned out from the card. So you actually kind of catch a little glimpse of the black paper behind it, which is a really cool effect, I think. What do you think, Brian?
I like it.
I do too.
Oh, I definitely like it.
Okay, so if you are so inclined to make these 2 particular cards, the color combinations are all distressed ink oxide, or distressed oxide inks, excuse me. They are pickled raspberry.
You're in the
Oh, sorry. They are pickled raspberry, spiced marmalade, squeezed lemonade, twisted citron, and then tumbled glass. And that is exactly how we layered them. So again, pickled raspberry, the orange starting here, spiced marmalade. The yellow that we've got kind of mixed in there is squeezed lemonade. Down here, twisted citron. And then at the bottom, tumbled glass. And I bet we could probably post those colors in the comments so everybody can have them as well. But just another take on what you can do with the butterfly stamps and stencils that are in your kit. And again, we used a new phrase out of the out of this set that also came in your kit. So we have now shown hello friend, birthday wishes, and thinking of you. So, and again, I didn't put them away, so they're kind of just stuck to the packaging for right now. But, and actually, do we still have some time, Brian?
We got time.
Okay, then I am going to actually show you some new products that we have received here at Craft Fancy, and then we actually have a couple of projects to show you as well.
We got 15 minutes, actually.
Okay, 15 minutes. All right, so what is new and exciting in the Craft Fancy store?
No one wants to know about anything new and exciting.
Well,
no.
I'm here to tell you new and exciting. Simple Stories came out with page pieces. These are super cool for those people that are scrapbookers, but you can also make some really cute cards out of them. So this one happens to be softball, but we have all different kinds of sports, different not holidays per se, but different kits. So like this one, like I said, softball. This one is called Going Places. And again, these work on your scrapbooks. You can also make cards out of them. Excuse me.
Well, you're showing these new stuff. I'm sure that doesn't apply for the discount though, right?
It does apply for the discount.
So you get the discount on new products?
You do.
Something's wrong with this.
Okay, so I just picked this guy up because I thought he was super cute. It's from Avery L. It's a little pig. I just think he's so cute. He lost his ice cream cone, so I just thought he was super cute. But he's brand new in our store, and also because I'm kind of hooked on pigs, I'm going to show you my next new little pig. He is from Poppy, and he is one of the family of Whittles. If anybody is familiar with Poppy, they came out with an entire line of Whittles. He happens to be on the newer side, and I just think
you
he's
guys
cute.
know Whittle. You guys know Whittle.
Yes, you do know Whittle
because we did the kit. Whittle the hedgehog.
Whittle
remember?
the hedgehog. Yes,
It's Whittle the hedgehog. He was in a past kit, so
Yes.
you guys know that.
So now we have pigs.
Now we got to do when pigs
When pigs fly. Yes. And sticking with the Whittle, we have a Whittle floating hippo. I thought that she was kind of cute too.
Oh my gosh, nothing screams summertime like that little inner tube right there.
Yep, exactly. So I had to bring her out. Because I don't know, hippos to me always have to be hers. And she looks like a girl to me. So there you go. Okay, if anybody is a Mama Elephant fan.
Who's your mama?
These are the little superhero agendas. I just think they're super cute. They do have some phrases, and then there's actually a separate set with that same kind of font. Oops, sorry. With that same kind of font that gives you the whole superhero type feel, for lack of a better term. But super cute. We also have the new koala and the new kangaroo little agendas, also available at Craft Fancy. If you are a waffle flower fan, we just got in some new phrases, which are very cool. But we've got all kinds. I believe if you were watching the drawing from earlier, we gave away Smile. They came out with all different kinds of big words with the little phrases that go with them. If you are a Pretty Pink Posh fan, this is the newest one for the summer. Everybody appreciates the summer drink. And look, even my favorite drink is right there. That would be a margarita, I believe.
I don't know. Let's take a look at that. Let's see
I
what
think
that
it's a
looks like.
margarita.
There it is. I see the moonshine and lemonade up
Yeah.
at the top. I see. I'm going to say that's sangria there.
Yep.
And then, oh yeah, look
And then
at
you
that.
got a daiquiri here.
Is that the
and
pina colada in the coconut?
Yep.
Put the lime in the coconut and mix it all. All right, never mind. That's a different. That's a different program.
And I know that everybody probably thinks I'm an alcoholic, but I'm really not.
That's right. At Craft Fancy,
Yes.
if you drink and scrap together, you got to be family.
That's right. Also, from Pretty Pink Posh, this is their new summer wreath. Excuse me. Really super cute. And of course, the dies that match it. But you get a palm tree, a surfboard, flip-flops. Who doesn't love flip-flops in the summer? So again, you can purchase these at craftfancy.com. Oh, and I apologize. I'm going back to Mama Elephant for 1 second. These match up to make a slimline cartoon card, for lack of a better term, but it comes with all the different kinds of phrases. So like there's bam and wow, and they go with the little superhero agendas that I showed you earlier.
Again, with another past kit. Didn't we do a kit called Super Friends?
We did.
Now you got a new die that you can add right to it. Look at it. It's the kits that keep growing.
It is. Isn't it amazing? I just think that's so fun. Okay, and if you're looking for a new announcement for the Scrap-A-Long, which I believe is August 15th, correct?
I don't know.
I think it's August 15th.
I got too many dates.
Okay, so I am a huge scrapbooker, and I actually came up with this all on my own And we're only going to give you a little sampling, but it is a mini scrapbook.
That's it. This is all you see right there. That's it.
No, I'm going to show just a little bit more. So this is the cover. All right, and we're going to scrap along, and we are going to make a mini travel album. So the kits will be available soon. We are using Doodlebug paper, so you'll get the Doodlebug paper pack. It comes with, I believe, 12 sheets of paper and then 1 sticker sheet. So we're going to use that. But super fun. Watch for the promo video.
It's probably like 1 page, right? Are we doing 1 page?
Oh, we are not. We are doing quite a few pages.
It's pretty thick looking.
Yes, yes. So be sure to come craft along with me. Scrap along with me.
Scrap along.
Scrap along.
Carol, what is that, 8:15?
Yes, 8:15. 8:15. So you'll catch me here and scrap along with me and make a super cute travel kit. And then we also have...
Is this what you're trying to talk about?
That is what I'm trying to talk about.
All right.
All
I like
right.
this. All right, this is a special card right here. I talked about this last night. I'll take this one. So as everyone knows, Craft Fancy is going to the CKC Lancaster show. And so this is what we're going to do. CKC and One of a Kind are teaming up again. We did it down in Lakeland, Florida. I was trying to do the Diamond affiliation. We tried to do that live, our presentation. This was done down in Florida, which is a shaker baker card. I always call it the shaker. Look at that. It's a moving. It's the fishies. They keep moving. So what we're going to be doing is, now that I got the bugs worked out in Lakeland, we're going to be doing the same presentation again in Lancaster. That is sold out already, but I feel bad that, you know, hey, if you can't be there, just because we're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, doesn't mean that you can't do a Craft Fancy little quick make and take to make you feel like you're a part of that program. So guess what we're going to do? I'm going to sell just the kit. When we do it live, we're going to do, you can follow along, do a quick make and take with everybody that can't go there because it is sold out. So like Valerie Brown says, I'll be there in Lancaster and have a seat for Thursday's night session. Can't wait. Awesome. I can't wait to see you there, Valerie. I will be there teaching it. So guys, if you want to, if you're interested in that, you can go get that on the Craft Fancy site. It is going to be just $5.95. And again, it's going to be a 25-minute presentation, which we all know. It's going to be really quick and easy, and we're going to have a bunch of fun doing it. So if you guys want to do a little quick make and take and you're sitting at home, you can do it. Join us. If not, you guys can always watch that as well. So that's going to be a really great little show there. Again, someone asked again. Let's see who's asking that question. I want to do that question too. Let's go back to our main screen. Bam.
Bam.
Bam. There we are.
Oh, you changed clothes again.
I do. I have a tendency to keep changing back and forth because it's time to get the delivery.
Oh, gosh.
I got to do the delivery.
Yes.
So Marion Phillips is asking, will you be in Schaumburg? Again, Craft Fancy, no. The answer is no. But that's a firm no, we will not be in Schaumburg here. So, but don't you worry about that, Marion. Because you know why? Because we're going to be doing something special in our store that whole weekend. So guys, I'm working on it. I don't want to give any details out yet. Shh. Kathy kind of knows a couple things, but she still doesn't know everything what's going on. So we are. I got some big stuff lined up for that weekend. So
and come in and visit me.
Oh, believe me, they'll want to come. They'll want to come in and visit. So they'll definitely want to come in and visit. So you guys want to check that out. So stay tuned to the Craft Fancy channel or the One of a Kind group. You're going to see a lot of stuff going on in that. Let's see. Just in case you wanted to know, you pronounce Lancaster as Lancaster, not Lancaster. Okay. Well, thank you for setting me straight because I say everything wrong and probably your last name too. Let's see who said that. Let's see. Oh, Mary. I gotta get the old person glasses on. Mary Minola. I probably said that wrong. Meola. So you guys got it really good. All right, guys. I'm really excited. We were able to get down our 2 cards. We had a little hiccup at the beginning, but we seemed to come back from that.
We did.
and also also too is that we have a lot of stuff going on. Definitely want to stay tuned to the Craft Fancy page, guys. If you're not signed up for the Craft Fancy page, I know because we're talking in the One of a Kind group now. Definitely make sure you get there, join that group, like that group or page or whatever it is, the Facebook stuff that you do.
Yes.
Because you guys always don't miss out on another coupon code that comes across with that. Let's see. Let's hit a couple of those more codes again one more time. Betty Gray said One of a Kind stamp and scrapbook show. Thank you so much for this. I ordered more. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Marion Phillips. No one I like is going to be there. I will have to go to the store. Can't wait to see Heidi. Yes, Heidi is here. Heidi
Yes.
will be here greeting people as always because Heidi, the big security dog, is always there.
Yep.
Marion, thanks. I can't wait to see you. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. The people that bought the kit, people that watched, people that continue to buy and keep our small little business going afloat.
Yes.
So I appreciate everything. I think we tackled everything. We hit
I
some
think
new
we did.
products today.
Yeah.
We threw some new cards out. Oh, let's do
Yep.
this again one more time. Since I'm here, I think I can do this. There it is.
Yep.
Nice and big for everybody. Remember, it's the Craft Fancy code. It's the take 12% off your entire purchase, excluding class kits, surprise box, and the clearance. Use the code SUMMER to check out. Well, the only bad news is there was no more surprise boxes because they sold out within the first 2 days. So.
Yes.
Anyone that ordered those boxes, don't be afraid to post those on there. I already started seeing some comments coming back from people that really like them.
That's awesome.
They always sell out fast, so
They do.
it's one of those because it's not old stuff we're throwing in there.
No,
so.
it's not.
So everyone's got
I
something.
unpacked those boxes, so let me tell you.
Yeah. So it's a lot. I kind of scour the market, I kind of find the stuff for it, and then we put it in there. So. It's all good stuff.
Yep.
I appreciate everything you did today. Thank you for coming in
Not a
and
problem.
knocking this out for us.
Not a problem.
Again, from Craft Fancy, I don't know what else to say. Let's just put that code up one more time. Oh,
Yep.
wrong screen. There we go. There it is. You guys want to make sure you write that down. That's the 12% off. That's for the 7/10 to 7/13. We appreciate everything. Guys, I really like everything. The surprise boxes are fun. I do admit they are pretty awesome.
Yep.
It's one of those. Remember, if you're a particular type of scrapbooker or crafter, or you're really picky about what you're looking for, surprise boxes aren't the way to go. If you're one of those crafters that you just love getting a box of just awesomeness goodies,
It was awesomeness.
Craft Fancy
Yes.
goodies,
Yep.
then that's probably what you're looking for because. As always, I always throw more than what I'm supposed to throw in there, so I always get yelled at because I was like, "Throw it in there! I don't care. Let's get rid of it."
He does get in trouble a lot.
What was it? It was 49, I think it was. Was it 49? And you got like over $130.
Yeah, I think it was 100.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, make sure you take a look. They'll be coming up. We'll come out with another one probably in a couple months. I just kind of, whenever I throw them together, it's one of those.
Yep.
Try to keep everyone busy and happy. So I
That's
got to
right.
give you time to burn out all these products.
Exactly.
That's the one thing about Craft Fancy. We always try to sell you the right stuff, not just sell. Buy this, buy this, buy this, and then you show a picture of, like, I got 7 crafty boxes I never even opened. I was like, what's the point of just me selling something? I can sell stuff all day long. But my goal is I want you guys to buy it, use it, and then send those pictures out. So like I said, now you guys, the homework's on you. You made these cards. And you will, now I need to see your pictures. Don't be
Yes.
afraid to post the pictures in a group. Let's see what your homework looks like. And again, too, it's not just from this project, but any of the other projects as well. Love to see all the crafts up.
Yes.
Valerie Brown, the next time will be probably maybe about two or 3 months. That'll probably come up with another mystery box. You'll stay tuned to this channel. You'll be able to hear it then because that's usually when we make the announcements. So,
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks again for putting up with the hiccups.
Hey, you know what? It happens.
All right,
It
so here's
happens.
what's going to happen for anyone that's kind of watching right now. I'm going to shut down. It's going to take about 5 minutes or so for me to switch over, get all the camera set back up so I can get back into the drawings and stuff. So
Yep.
Kathy will be helping me out, so it'll take a couple seconds to round everything up.
Yes.
All right, guys, so just stay tuned. This is a great potty break. Get your bottle
Yay!
of water. Oh yes, definitely run. Get your potty break.
Yep.
Get your favorite beverage refilled because you know it's going to be time to pull some prizes.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I'm Brian from Craft Fancy,
And I'm Kathy from Craft Fancy.
and we want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed being with you guys. See you next time. I don't know what we're doing or when we're doing it, but you guys will be the first to know.
Soon.
All right, thanks a lot, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.